right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Round two, I guess, is what we'll call it in English. The June playoffs is what they call it here in Korea. I don't really honestly know what the heck the the actual translation would be. So, but yeah. Anyway, KT with a big win against Doosan, the first team to ever go and win from the 5 seed. As again, it's very difficult starting down 0-1. The other team doesn't even need to win a game in order for you to advance. So the fact that they were able to get through with against Doosan obviously was a massive thing. Now they're going to face LG. LG is rested. They locked up the 3 spots about 2.5 weeks ago, so they have plenty of rest. It's not like Doosan, who was kind of fighting towards the end until they locked up the 4 spots with about a week or so to go. Greetings, Mary Kate. Greetings. So yeah, it mainly you got LG, who's been rested, but are they too rested? Hey, they do not have a very good bullpen compared to KT. Whenever a bullpen ends up having a long break, they also usually end up struggling some. So we'll see how they do. KT pretty much the exact same lineup as the previous game, or previous 2 games. The only difference is Moon Song Chol will play first instead of OJL. OJL is atrocious against left-handed head. Yeah, I'm sure they're practicing. OJL is really bad against left-handed pitchers, so he is on the bench. I'm sure we'll see him once they get into the LG bullpen, if they get into the LG bullpen. The team's pretty much offensively fairly close in most of their categories. They do seem to... LG hits much better with runners in scoring position, but they also run into so many outs on the base pass that it's absolutely ridiculous. But ends on the mound, he'll start for him. 30 games, 167.2 innings, 13-6, 419 against LG or against KT. He pitched 2 games, a 5.25 ERA, 2-0 in those 5 games. Did not pitch well. KT hit 285 against, or sorry, 289 against them. He also gave up 3 home runs against them. 9 gave up. Did have 9 strikeouts, but gave up 7 runs in those 2 games. Really has not pitched well, and if you watched my preview video, you would know that KT hits these type of lefties very well. It's not just him, it's pretty much every lefty that throws the same kind of pitches. His first pitch is in there for a strike, and he is ramped up. That was 149 on the old gun, and first pitch underway. All right, Kim Min-hyuk watches that one bounce into the dirts. Kim Min-hyuk, 353 on the season. Yeah, I didn't have time to get all the stats from the last series, but anyway, we'll wing it. And the 1-1 pitch that's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ends mainly 4 pitches. Throws a fastball, averages about 148, which is why I said he's kind of ramped up a little bit, as he's thrown these 149, 150. So the fact that he is ready, he is amped, and the 1-2 pitch fouled away. It will be important for KT to get some pitches, to work some walks against them. Again, he 5 innings, 2 runs, gave up, but got the win. He really just hasn't pitched that incredibly well as the comebacker, and tosses to his fellow foreigner, and that's 1 away. Slipped. Looks like he slipped a little bit coming off the mound on that. Did make the play. Yeah, looks like he got his foot caught just about. Yeah, and against LG, he really, I thought about putting him in my preview show. I really did. 375 against LG on the season, but I think the bigger person is, especially being a lefty on the mound, is Wang Jae-gyun. But Rojas steps in for KT and looks at another strike right down the middle. I do have some Rojas music. I'll run that out there. Vamos Rojas. As that's now 0-2. I don't have music for everybody, but I do have some for some. Black and Tan, are you a KT fan? I'm assuming, if you know about Kim Min-hyuk being injured in the postseason. All right, Rojas, the 0-2 pitch. Did he go? He did, and that's 1 away. Sorry, 2 away. Over in Pyeongtaek. Pretty good year to have season tickets. Unfortunately for me, I rarely ever get to watch the home team win. All right, Jang Sung-woo steps in, 286 on the season. He will be very, very, very busy today. LG loves to run, and I mean loves to run on the bases. Back behind the plate, Jang Sung-woo is not very good. Again, the lowest the lowest caught stealing percentage in the league, but he has caught LG quite a bit. Yeah, they didn't finish in last place, but I mean, when you got a that big of a payroll, you got that big of expectations, it's almost like finishing last. But the 1-2 pitch coming up, ends on the mound. 11 pitches so far to get 2 outs, and that's fouled away. Stays 1-2. And it's very important that they get this pitch counts up a little bit. Ends, obviously, a foreigner. He's going to throw 100 pitches or so. But at the same time, you really, really, really want to get into this LG bullpen, who's very rested, but too rested. And the 1-2 just misses. 2-2. Dietrich Ends got the opening day start here in Jamsil, where they did face Hanwha, and Ryu Hyun-jin, he got the win in the very first. Yeah. If Lotte had any sort of bullpen whatsoever, that was the weakest swing I've seen today. As that's 3 away as he gets his second strikeout on the day. Man, do I just have nothing but flow? Lord, it's not even fair to have this many rhymes on a Saturday morning. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the first. 1, 2, 3. They do not have that many strikeouts, ladies and gentlemen. That is left over from the other day. Gotta change my... I have to do this manually today, I guess. The Twins line up the same lineup they've used most of the year. The only difference is Moon Sung-ju is actually playing left field. He's kind of back from his injury, which means that Kim Hyun-soo is now going to be able to DH, which keeps him from having to be subbed late in the game if the LG bullpen ends up giving up some runs. So, very big deal there. Go Young-pyo on the mound against LG. Not good, not good, and not good. And he just doesn't, he does pitch well against LG. 18 games this year. He did pitch 100 innings. One of those was out of the bullpen, 4.95 ERA. He got injured, ended up coming back in, I believe, May. Versus LG, one game, 4.2 innings, a 9.64 ERA. Struck out 7, walked 2, but gave up 5 runs in that, and mainly because of a 214 whip. But he does not give up a lot of home runs, but LG also doesn't hit a lot of home runs. In the last 2 years, Go Young Pyo, 7.36 ERA against him last year, 4 games, 0-2. The year before that, a 5.19 ERA against him, 5 games, he was 2-1. The man stepping in, Hong Chang-gi, is an absolute nightmare for KT. 336 on the season, but once again, he leads the league in walks and on-base percentage. And against KT, he's on base way more than he is out. It's seriously video game numbers whenever he plays against KT, as that's in there for a strike. Against KT, a 474 batting average, a 603 on base percentage, ladies and gentlemen. 603 on base percentage is absolutely ridiculous, as that misses 1-on-1. See if I can make a quick adjustment so that I have something going the way I would like it. Yeah, 474 is insane. And against southpaws, or not southpaws, but side armors, he's hitting 444. So it's not, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. But an OPS of almost 1200, 1182 OPS against KT on the season. As the 1-2 pitch holds up, did he go? He did not. 2-2. Go Young Pyo did pitch on Monday in the play-in game, and he also pitched on Thursday. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday in the play-in game, and also pitched on Thursday against Doosan coming out of the bullpen. So I'm not sure how much he's going to get, and there's a liner caught and one away. What up, what up? And that's going to bring up Shimin J. First pitch swinging, 6-3 and 2 away. Cheers, sir. That was a quick, as I barely even got to see anything. 6-3 put out quickly, gives 2 away, and Austin will step in. I have some Austin Dean music for those of you in attendance. It's not a full Chain Ho banger, but it's pretty good as he looks at strike 1 in there. Ding, ding. And a swing and a miss there. Might have gotten a little piece of it. And in the dirts, 1-2. Oh, wrong button. 1-2. Oh, 9 pitches so far. Austin Dean, 319 on the season. 132 RBIs, which means he took over the record for most RBIs by an LG Twin this season. A swing and a miss, and that's 3 away. Big time 1-2-3 and a 1-2-3. Go the Twins. We'll head to the bottom of the first, or the top of the first, second. All right, give me a second here. I'm still trying to get the some stuff going, fixed. Oh yeah, I mean, I picked KT to win it all this year. I thought with Rojas coming back, he was an upgrade, and I thought about Cuevas, who pitched so well last year after coming back. I thought he was gonna be ridiculous, but ended up not exactly how I thought how it actually would end up. And let's see. And sorry, just a sec. All right, so we're back. Kongbeko will lead things off on the top of the seconds. Yeah, like I still have not figured out why KT is so bad in the first half. But they're so good in the second half. As there's the first hit of the day, and there goes the no-hitter. There goes the perfect game, and Kongbeko continues right where he left off from the previous series. Who knows what it is, but it does not make very much sense, that's for sure. Why is it working? All right, that's going to bring up Moonsung Chol. He only had one at bat, I believe, in the Doosan series, and looks it's strike one there. As that one is goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. The first home run, and good thing he is starting, ladies and gentlemen. Good thing he is starting. Big time, big swing. Finally getting his starts now that there's a lefty on the mound, and that one clears the bases. Goodbye, baseball. And I even talked about KT hit so many more home runs than LG, but I didn't think that they were going to be able to hit that many in Jamshil, but I was wrong, and Oh Yoon Suk is now stepping in and looking at strike one. All right, Oh Yun Suk looks at strike two and quickly. Welcome, Sparkle. He knew it. It is still a little warm out there. Maybe that's helping. That's going to be a ground ball. Moonbo Young the throw in time and one away. That's going to bring up Wang Jae-gyun. He was my key player in this game. 2 games against Inns earlier in the season. The first game he played against Inns, he actually walked all 3 times he faced Inns, and so didn't even have an at-bat against Inns in the first game. Then the second game, 1 for 4 with a single. As looks at ball 1 inside. He also hit well against left-handers on the season, hit over 300 against left-handers. So I know he absolutely destroyed Ryun Jin pitching. As that's also way inside 2-2 or 2-0. Big time homer there. Second extra base hit for KT in the playoffs. As the 2-0 in there for strike at the bottom of the zone, it's 2-1. Try to get some stuff caught up. All right, so we've got a 2-2 count. All right, I think I'm caught up now. Got my little button fixed. And the 2-2, big swing and a miss. And that's 2 away. Hey, wait. Thought I had it fixed. Maybe not. All right, it's another comebacker to Ends. He runs over, toss it to Austin. That'll be 3 away, but not before they get 2 on the Moonsang Chol 2-run shot. And we will go to the bottom of the second. KT's up 2-0. Runners on, 1 for 1. Try to keep as many stats as possible. And the playoffs gets a little rough in terms of trying to keep straight everything going on, since I know the teams, I know the players, but I don't really know them like I do Hanwha players. And so, but that's all right. So Moonsang Cho, again, he only had 1 at-bats. I think he pinch hits late in the game after Doosan went to a lefty, so they pinch hit him. I can't remember what he did. I think he struck out. Guess I could check my old statties. Try to keep him close. What did he do? I flew out to center field with the bases loaded as he pinch hit for Kim Min-hyuk. So, didn't fly out this time unless you count to the outfielders or the. All right, Go Young Pyo back out on the mound. He 1-2-3 with just 10 pitches. And that's way inside. Ball 1 to Moon Bo-kyung, the third baseman. Moon Bo-kyung hit 301 on the season. Now he's got to keep up with his fellow third baseman. Oh, sorry, Moonsang Chol is playing first this time, but One down on the ground out. The 4-3 putouts for those of you scoring at home. Moonbo Gyo, Moonsang Cho. All right, OG1 will step in for LG. The shortstop, left-handed hitting shortstop. 350 against KT on the season, but looks at strike one. 354 on the season. 254 on the season. 350 against the boys from Suwon, and that's ball one, 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch and a swing and a miss and a pirouette. The amount of swing and miss and pirouettes is absolutely ridiculous in this league. OG1 versus Go Young Pyo in his career, 364 with 2 home runs, and that is a foul ball, stays 1-2. Flashback. Yeah, the MVP from last year, 3 home runs in the Korean series against KT. But that's going to be a ground ball for 3-2 away. Ground balls, ground balls, ground balls as the side armor is getting them on top of it. Go Young Pyo, changeup is his main pitch, and it's not fast. 117 on the gun. His fastball, his four seam is what he throws off of it, and he still only throws that 134. But that drops down out of the bottom, and that's 0-1. Also has a curveball, which we just saw there. Averages 114 on the curveball. Then does also mix in a two-seamer that gets all the way up to 134 also. As that's a comebacker to the pitcher, the throw, and 3 away. As we will go to the 3rd inning. KT's up 2-1. Another quick inning for Go Young Pyo. 10 pitches in the 1st inning, and he said, hey, I can do better than that. I'm only going to throw 9 pitches in the 2nd inning. Ends 14 pitches in both of his innings. Sitting at 28 on the day for the big left-hander. Where is Dietrich Enns from? Central Michigan. Maybe. That's where he went to school. Oh, man. KT fans hopefully aren't getting themselves too fired up just yet. Oh, I got a charger somewhere. There she is. I just said I need like 3 desks. I need like a full studio. KBS or whatever should hire me. Run things up there. All right, top of the 3rd now. Dietrich Enns back out there. All right, first pitch in there. Shimujun. No. Shimujun looks at strike 1. 266 on the season for the shortstop, and that's outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Shimujun didn't have a very good series against Doosan. Looking to kind of turn things around as he gets to face a lefty now. That's outside 2-0. Against LG, 250 on the season, and then against lefties as he pops that one up. Hong Chang-gi under it, and 1 away. And I'll just tell you about that later. That's going to flip the lineup back over. Kim Min-hyuk will step in now. Again, Kim Min-hyuk, 375 against LG. But against lefties, 333, much lower than his 364 against righties. But had a very good season, 353 on the season. 0 for 1 today as he grounded back to Dietrich Enns and looks at strike one there. 0-1 down at the bottom of the zone. All right, swing and a miss as a pitch just drops out of the zone, and that's 0-2. Pak Dong-won back behind home plates, using the old pitch comm. And pitch comm has definitely speeded the game up a little bit here. I cannot wait for next year so we don't have the ridiculously long going on in between pitches, as that's going to be a 6-3 ground out, and quickly 2 away here in the third. I got to get my innings all situated. Enns 1-2-3 in the first with 2 strikeouts, getting through Kim Min-hyuk and Rojas. But Jang Sung-woo, the weak swing to end the first. But then he ran into some troubles there in the second inning with the leadoff single and the 2-run shots. Rojas now looks at ball 1. Oh, yeah. So I don't know, Sparkle, if you've noticed as... oh, they're very slow, Sparkle. As that's ball 2, also low. They had a fake... like pitch clock this year. If you're watching, you'll see the umpire like tap his fake wristwatch as Rojas looks at strike 1 in there. Yeah, so they put the pitch clock. There is a pitch clock in the stadium. There are that pitchers and hitters can actually see, but they didn't actually. There's no penalty for violating the pitch clock, as that misses way upstairs, 3-1, because they didn't have the pitch comm system. They didn't think that without having the pitch comm system that it would be a good idea to have this enforced when you still had to go through the signs. So that's ball 3 on the outside, or sorry, ball 4 on the outside. Rojas will take a base, and we'll see if they have a little mound visit here. Enns trying to keep the foreigner life going as Cuevas, an excellent game on Wednesday. Tuesday. What day? Wednesday. Yeah, and Thursday, Benjamin, another great game. As that misses low, 1-0. Yeah, so they originally put it in, and the plan was they would make a decision in the second half on whether they were going to do it or not. But they ended up not using it as he fouls. That's one back and out of play. So I guess they had troubles getting the pitchcom systems here in Korea, so they ended up saying, okay, we're not going to enforce it in the second half. And you really saw teams like Lotte and SSG really, really, really slow in the bullpen. As the check swing fouls that away, and it's 1-2. He is way behind on these pitches. So they had troubles getting the PitchCom system here. So really, I mean, next year you're going to have the PitchCom system, and on top of that, you had the robo umpires this year. The absolutely fantastic robo umpires are definitely the best thing that's happened to the Korean baseball organization, as that's outside at 2-2. Big time, as you know, the KBO umpires, they still make so many mistakes just on calling stuff. Oh, it's so much better. The umpire makes the call, but they have an earpiece. As just a sec here, the 2-2 pitch, and checks over on Rojas, makes a quick hop step over back to first. So the robo umpire, so the umpire makes the call behind home plate, but the umpire actually has an earpiece in, and everything is based on mathematics and whether or not it's a strike or ball. As that's another swing and a miss. That's 4 strikeouts for Inns. That's 2 for Jang Sung-woo. And we will go to the bottom of the third. Yeah. So I believe it's based on their height. I believe it's 27% of their their total height is the bottom, and 57% of their heights at the top. Try to find my little cheat sheets on the actual measurements. Yes, here we go. All right. So 56.35% of the player's height is the top of the zone, and 27.64% as the bottom of the zone. It is also, I believe, 2 centimeters wider than the actual black of the plate. So the plate is 17 inches wide. It is 2 centimeters extra on both sides of that. The MLB did the same thing. They did a 2.5 centimeters on both sides, or 2.56 is at 1 inch. So I assume that's what they did, 1 inch extra, the AAA. And then this past season they got rid of that. So when they're talking to the KBO, they said you should probably go ahead and add this little bit for the first couple years till players get used to it and everything, and then take away and make it actually the actual plate. So yeah, but yeah, they calls into the umpire. The umpire then makes a signal, and it works pretty well, unless the umpires decide to not call it and try to lie about it and then get fired. Not that would ever happen. All right, Pak Dong-wan, 272 on the season. Swing and a miss there. His nickname is Mr. Full Swing for a reason. All right, the 0-1 pitch, and that one misses 1-1. He learned from that first pitch not to swing at that, and now he's ready for the next one. No problem, as that's a swing and a miss on the outside, 1-2. I see so many people, especially like on Reddit and stuff, talking about, oh, robot umpires, but they don't actually understand what it is. They think that it's this long delay, and it's not. Again, most people don't realize when they're watching the KBO that the umpire is not actually making the call, and that's another strikeout for Go Young Pyo. 2 on the day already. He's not a big strikeout pitcher. Did have 7 strikeouts on the one game against LG earlier in the season, and seems to be got it going on. What do I eat? I mean, you can get... Yes, you are the first person to write the word first. Yeah. Ball 1 on the inside. Regular basis, I mean, you can get whatever you want. Last night I ordered a pizza because I knew I had a bunch of preview stuff to do, and I knew I was going to be up late, but that's strike 1 to Pac Mean on the inside. 263 on the season. Did have 6 home runs. Some surprising pop from the old center fielder. It depends on Go Young Pyo, because how many innings can he really pitch? That's going to be a 4-3 ground out. And if they keep grounding it into the... then he's going to be able to pitch a really long time. I actually got a hamburger pizza and a Mexican pizza, a half-half, because I wanted pizza, hamburgers, and tacos. So I just said, okay, give me all 3. All right, 2 down now. Moon Sung Ju steps in, looks at strike 1 on the inside. You know, it's about efficiency, right? All right, the 0-1 pitch. And that is a chopped foul. 0-2. I did not know that, Kiwi. Thank you for the information. I will have to do the, I'll have to branch out. I haven't had Papa John's for I don't know how long. Used to be the only pizza I could get delivered at my house in the States. That's another ground ball to the pitcher. The throw catches it, and 3 away. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and we'll go to the 4th inning. KT's up. Two to nothing. The one thing is like meat is expensive in Korea. Like if you wanna eat like actual meat, it gets kind of expensive. I don't know. Like I'm not a ginseng fan. All right, we should be coming back. I want to make sure I've got this last strikeout. Apparently yesterday was pizza day. Ends with 4 Ks so far through 3 innings. It's like a root. All right, Kong Bae Ko steps in. He had a single and scored on the 2-run shot. Looks at ball 1 there. As those of you watching, syncing up with the Korean and this, you probably just saw the umpire turn and kind of tap his non-existent watch. That was saying that there was a pitch clock violation. They still keep track of them, like they write them down and they count all of them, but that's it. as that's in the dirt. It's very big in like traditional Eastern medicine. Like my students, like my 3-year-old students, drink ginseng. And the 2-1 in the dirt. Yeah, it is good in tea. Welcome a person. I think it was a precursor to Percocet. A big swing and a miss there as Kang Baek Ho tried to put his team up 10-0 on that swing. Oh, we've got ourselves a big full count now. All right, the 3-2 pitch, chopped foul, stays 3-2. There's also thoughts that ginseng does other things for you, more like the blue pill. All right, the 3-2 pitch to Kang Baek Ho fouls that one away also, and it stays 3-2. Nothing lovelier than a fantastic 1-3. All right, here goes Kang Baek Ho once again, the 3-2 pitch, and another foul. This is exactly what they need. If they are not going to get a hit, they need to run that pitch count up, get into the bullpen. And the 3-2 fouls that one away as he slaps at it with the bats. And he's already, this is going to be pitch number 10 of this at bat to lead off the 4th inning. Good solid bat control. As that's another foul, and the umpire's like, okay, man, hurry up, give me some more baseballs. I need more baseballs. This guy's ridiculous. All right, how about pitch number 11? We're gonna have a Brandon Belt Jaime Barria recreation here. And another foul is Kang Baek Ho just keeps slapping souvenirs into the third base side. And there's a swing and a miss. And then he gets slapped with the ball from Pak Dong-won, and finally one away. But you know, a 12 pitch at bat where you strike out, you know, you gotta say that's okay. You cooking somebody? Big at bat there. All right, Moon Sang Chol steps in. He's 1-for-1 with a 2-run shot back in the 2nd inning. I'm sure they're going to play it right now. Right now. Or not. And the 1-0, did he go? He did, and that's 1-1. I don't think he went. I don't think he went. All right, Moon Sang Chol now, the 1-1 misses inside. That's 2-1. Had a walk to Rojas and then a strikeout, and then that's 12 pitch at bat to Kang Baek Ho. He's at 60 pitches now, 61 coming in, and that's fouled away. 14 pitches in the first inning, 14 pitches in the second inning, 17 last inning, and he's getting ready to throw pitch number 17 right now. And that's going to be a 6-3 groundouts, 2 away. I don't know. It wasn't 2 pizzas. It was 1 big pizza, half and half. I think it was like maybe $30 for the pizza and some Cajun fries. All right, Oyun Suk steps in. He's grounded out to the third baseman and lines that right back at Dietrich Ends, and that'll be it for KT. They go 1-2-3 once again, and we will go to the bottom of the fourth. After that 12-pitch first batter, he ended up not doing too shabby there. Only throwing 18 in that inning. There you go. There's no quality bullpen blow-ups in the NPB or MPB. Oh, yeah. Lamb cheesy mozzarella fries. There you go. All right, so we should be coming back. Flip that up. There we go. We rise. I love it. The best part about all of those is they have the English version so they probably have the Korean on one side and English on the other, and it looks like they're all holding the English upside down. All right, Hong Chang-gi back up there, 0 for 1 on the day, and that is strike 1. Hong Chang-gi lined out to the first baseman in the first at-bats. And lays off of that. It's 1-1. Oh, tips. Ugh. All right, the 1-1 misses. 2-1. I do not miss the tipping culture. That is definitely for sure. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Hong Chang-gi and misses inside. 3-1. I believe this is the first 3-ball count that Goyoung Pyo has had all day. Only 29 pitches through the first 3 innings. A 10-pitch, a 9-pitch, and a 10-pitch inning. And that's going to be a ground ball right at the third baseman and 1 away. I think I got a 20 around here somewhere. That's... I don't know what it was. Okay, it was a ball. Yes, sounds good. Perfect. Shinmin Jae grounded into a 6-3 ground out. Saw one pitch in his first at bats, and second pitch he sees in this one is right down the middle. Because she doesn't live in a in a first world country. All right, to the 1-1. That's in there. 1 and 2. So you got Sparkle. Basically, what you're saying is you've got a freezer full of meats and an apartment full of a driftwood or something. Was it right? Reclaimed wood. And the 1-2 fouls that one away. Stays 1 and 2. Did I say she? No, I knew you were a guy. As that gets through, and it's the first base runner. Yeah, you got a house, East Palestine, Ohio. Is that the West Bank? Reclaimed wood and a freezer full of meats. As they get their very first base runner, and that's going to bring up Austin, the league leader in RBIs, the LG record holder in RBIs, with a throw over to first base. I'm sorry. He explained it. He explained it a couple weeks ago, or a week ago or so. So I definitely knew. As that's a ball 1. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Austin Dean, and another check over on Shinmin Jae. Again, in my preview video, I highlighted the fact that LG loves to run. I believe they have 250 stolen base attempts on the season, but they are second to last in success rate. And then you have the worst catcher for throwing runners out behind the plate, and it's kind of a recipe for stolen base attempts. I love that. Just standing there, hanging out, holding in the middle of the cheer section, holding the old box of chicken, eating in between cheers and chants. A swing and a miss as that drops out of the bottom of the zone. I think I think they're asking the umpire, was that a strike? And if I was the umpire, I'd be like, yeah, you swung, man. I'm not gonna tell you if you swung at a strike or not. Alrighty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 1-1 pitch, 1 out, runner on first. And that misses upstairs, 2-1. Big at-bats, as he's now thrown 13 pitches in this inning. Shinmin Jae on the season, 32 stolen bases, been thrown out 9 times. Sorry, been thrown out 11 times. And here comes the 2-1. Misses upstairs, 3-1. And Go Young Pyo did pitch already twice this week. Both times were from relief. I want to say 1.2 innings against SSG. Gave up the home run that put SSG up 3-1. He gave up the solo shot to Che Jung, and he goes, and not even gonna have a throw. But that was a strike, so the count is full. That takes away the double play. More rhymes all day, all day. Ooh, even added extra. Good lord. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. Austin, number 23, wagging the bat back and forth and spins around to check on him. This does allow the runner or the defenders to back away from second base a little bit, so that if Austin is pulling the ball, with a very likely that he's going to hit it to right field. But no, he pulls it right past the diving shortstop. He's going to round third and come on in, and it's 2-1 as Austin Dean once again comes up with another RBI. All right, Moonbo Gyung steps in, and first pitch swinging, pops that one up, shortstop under it, and 2 away. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the first ball hit in the air. A soft liner to start the game. Kind of was, I guess you could say, is hit in the air, but everything has been on the ground. The 2 singles, obviously, on the ground, and then OG Wan steps in, and that's fouled away. That's pitch number 18 of this inning for Go Young Pyo. I wonder how many. I would guess that he's on a 50 or 60 pitch limits. I would think they would love to get 80 out of him, but if he runs into any sort of problems, they've got to go into the bullpen. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2. 0-2. Enjoy the doom scroll. And he goes. Didn't get him, as that was he went on it, but ended up having to spin around because Go Young Ko wasn't paying any attention. And they weren't able to get him over at first, as they once again tried to go in motion again. LG just... Austin Dean is not fast. He is not fast. But they still want him to try to steal a base there. All right, the 0-2. That's chopped foul, and it's still 0-2. Have to kind of think that they're going to have him go again. Warming up is Kim Min-soo in the bullpen. I I deleted it. I think I still have an account, but I haven't been on it in months. I deleted my Instagram. Yeah, it's kind of nice actually. Well, no doom scrolling. But anyway, the 0-2 pitch, and that's outside 1-2. I have to think that they're going to put him in motion on this one right here. Oh, G1. Not had a good season after his MVP performance in the Korean series last year. But the 1-2 pitch loses the bats and foul. Yeah, I figured most of the time, especially with the playoffs, I put together the preview videos and get everything else set up and ready. Kind of a little on the old time consuming side, so. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch to OG1 once again. Now that he's got his bat back after he threw it halfway down the first base line. And I think they're going to send Austin Dean on this pitch. They do not, and they should have, as that's going to be a ground ball through the middle. That's going to move Austin Dean first to third. And they've got runners on the corners. The third hit so far this inning. And he is running into some issues. Probably a good thing that they didn't send him. If they would have sent him, the second baseman would have been moving over, as well as the third baseman, or shortstop would have been moving over to take the play and would have been able to field that. Might have been able to get him out, but Austin was on the move, read the ball well. It was a slow roller through the middle as Go Young Pyo almost was able to grab it off the mound there, but wasn't able to. And then Austin Dean knew that it was a slow roller, so he went first to third. And now he is 90 feet away from the tying run, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to ring up Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo of Baltimore Orioles and Philadelphia Phillies fame. Kim Hyun-soo grounded back to Go Young Pyo in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 with 1-3 putouts. DH in today is again Moon Sung-ju is able to play left field now. Ooh, I like it. A swing and a miss. 0-1. They do have the, I believe, second highest batting average in the league. Is that what I have? Oh, yeah. Where's my stuff? Yeah, I don't even. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Kim Hyun-soo. Swing and a miss as that drops out of the bottom of the zone also. He would love a strikeout here to get out of this inning. Kim Hyun-soo against the old side armor, only hitting 462. You're going to have to do some damage. 462 against the old submariners and side armors. 1 home run in 26 at-bats. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Kim Hyun-soo. And that's going to be a ball. They go to second. And don't bother throwing down. They're not willing to risk a throwdown to with a runner on third. Again, Jang Sung-woo is not very good at throwing anybody out. Well, I don't know if they actually give him a stolen base on that or not. They do. As that's a chopper. Go Young Pyo fields it, tosses, and gets out of the inning with another 1-3 toss-out to end LG's threats and leave 2 on the bases. We'll go to the top of the 5th. KT's up 2-1. Goyoung Pyo might be done for the day. 56 pitches on the day. That was 27 in that inning alone. Ends will come out. Not even close. I I wish you guys could see the actual setup here. I actually like the amount of stuff I have is absolutely ridiculous. All right. What do we got here? All right. Trying to let's see. Anyway, I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I'll get it during the 5th inning stretch. Ends coming back out. 63 pitches so far for him in the day through the 4 innings. 5 big strikeouts. A Kia fan and a Samsung fan looking on. Quite ridiculous, honestly. Why would you waste your money going to that game when you could easily save it for the actual games that your team's playing in? As that is ball 1. Wang Jae-gyun struck out in his first at-bat. He is now 0 for 8 so far in these playoffs. And fouls, that's one straight back, 146 on the gun. We'll see what goes down here. Whether or not Go Young Pyo will be done for the day or not. And the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. 129 on the old radar gun. And fouls, that's one backing out of play. Readjust my chair here. That's gonna be my big off-season acquisition. Get a chair in free agency. And the 1-2 pitch, chopped foul once again. And the play by the third base. Oh, a bobble by the third base coach. Oh. He is gonna be running poles. And the 1-2 pitch, another swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for Wang Jae-gyun, and 5th strikeout of the day for Inns. My key to the game, my key player, is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 0 for 9 with 3 strikeouts and a ground into double play with the bases loaded. Can't dirty look your way onto the bases in the playoffs. But Bae-jung Dae steps in, 1-3 ground out in his first at-bats. Looks at ball 1. that one is a beautiful pitch right down the middle. And here comes the 1-1 pitch, number 72 of the day for ends, and that one is roped into left field. He's going to round the bases. He's going to go for two, and he slide. Oh my God, that was the worst looking face first slide I have ever seen, as he literally just jumps and plants on the ground and then slowly rolls up. But he's on second base nonetheless. Oh my Lord. That was like that was like watching a 4-year-old try to learn how to dive, where he just like blop. Can we, as slipped going around first, can we watch this slide? Blop. Oh my. That took the wind out of me. But he's on second anyway. That's going to bring up Shimyu Jun. Yeah. Shimyu Jun steps in. He's 0 for 1. He flew out to right field and spins around and checks on him. Ends really just wanted to see his oven mitts. He's on second, so that means he doesn't get any help with putting the old Arby's mitts on from the first base coach, so he's got to do it all himself. And that one is also ripped, but foul. 0-1. They are getting around quickly on ends. He's going to have to get him off of that, as they seem to be looking to fastball. Seem to be geared up for the fastball, and Bae Jung Dae takes his lead off a second, misses way upstairs, 1-1. Whoa. Get my little shoulder workout. All right, I'm done. I'd give myself some creatine and call it a day. And the 1-1, that's over the third base head, and he's going to round third and come around to score. And Shimyu Jun is also belly flopping into seconds, and it's 3-1 KT. Belly flopping everywhere in second base, ladies and gentlemen. It's what all the cool kids are doing. Guy's gonna have to go to the hospital for whiplash. Good Lord. Up on the agenda during the off season for KT is learning how to face first slide or head first slide. That's the problem, is they're sliding face first instead of head first. All right, so still one out. welcome, Smojit. No, it's a lot of guys slide head first, so they put it's got as that's a liner and a 2 away, as the line out right at the shortstop quickly tosses to the second baseman, who was going over, and that will end the fifth, as the oven mitts did not help him there. And I'm pretty sure I put the hits on the wrong side. Yes, I did. I'll have to fix that. All right, there we go. That's fixed. It's a big inning. Ends gets out of that with a lined shot double play. Kim Min Soo will be out on the mound now for Go Young Pyo. That'll be it for him. Again, I was thinking about 50 pitches was going to be his limits. I was correct, 50-60. They're not going to chance it. I'm surprised they don't leave him in there to face the bottom of the order, just because, you know, you're looking at a defense or a bullpen that's, you don't know about tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sang Baek will end up starting. He is also another sidearmer who has not pitched well against LG on the season. So tough out there at second for Shimu Jun. Literally nothing you can do for that, unfortunately for him. As that'll be the end of the day for Go Young Pyo. 56 pitches on the day for Go Young Pyo. Ended up 4 innings, 56 pitches, 40 for strikes, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts. Gave up a 1 run. It was earned, and that was in the last inning. Shin Min Soo, 75 games, 81.1 innings, 5 wins, 3 losses, 12 holds on the season. And here comes the first pitch to Park Dong-won. He fouls that one away. So 5.20 ERA, 75 strikeouts, 34 walks, 8 home runs given up, 264 batting average against, and a 1.44 whip. In 9 games, he's 1-0 with an ERA of 9 against LG. And that's chopped foul, 0-2 to Park Dong-won. Alrighty, the 0-2 pitch to Mr. Full Swing, and that was a full bat over his head. It's 1-2. Over 1, struck out in his first at-bats to lead off the 3rd inning. And that's a strikeout on the outside corner, up in the zone, and 1 away. First looking strike of the day, ladies and gentlemen, and he is now 0 for 2. The 7th spot in the order is not looking good today, ladies and gentlemen. 7th spot in the order is 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. I would consider that's not good. But Park Min, first pitch swinging, that's going to be a ground ball, 6-3, 2 away. All right, Moon Sung-ju steps in. He first pitch swing into the shortstop, grabs the throw in time, and 3 away. That'll end it for the 5th. 1, 2, 3, go the LG Twins, and we will head to the 6th inning. But first, we'll take a little break, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Give me fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Give me fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried, I'm on the Memphis side. hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly. This on-time recipe, fried chicken, finger licking. Time is ticking, so cook some southern food for me. A bucket just for me. This won't feed a family. It's all I want, all I need. Just make hastily. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Tennessee, guaranteed, it's okay with me. I want it hot, deep fried. I'm on the Memphis side. Hot wings, hot thighs, all southern fried. It all sounds heavenly. This on-time recipe, fried chicken, finger licking. Time is ticking, so cook some southern food for me. A bucket just for me. This won't feed a family. It's all I want, all I need. Just make hastily. Fried chicken, fried chicken, fried chicken. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Gimme fried chicken. Baby, it's all that I want to take me through the day. Gimme fried chicken. I want it bona fide, southern fried. Fried chicken. Fried chicken. Fried chicken.
All right, so we should be coming back. Top of the sixth, leading things off for KT will be Rojas. And first pitch is in there for a strike. Rojas 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and then a walk, but stranded in his last at bat. And that's 1-1. All right. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Rojas, and that's chopped. He doesn't know where it's at. Pak Dong-won grabs it, but he grabbed it. Yeah, I was like, what is going on? Why is he... It definitely was foul as he chopped it off of the... Looked like off the plates. Pak Dong-won, or way behind the plates. Pak Dong-won ran, catches it like on the edge of the dirt, grass, and foul territory. And Rojas is like, oh, I guess I should run, but didn't really matter. All right, well, now we've got another 1-2 pitch, way up hit. And 147 on the gun, misses though. It's 2-2. In 76 pitches through 5 innings, the big 2-run shot back in the second gave up 2 straight doubles. In the 5th inning, was able to get out of it with a lined out double play with a runner on seconds who was backpicked off by the shortstop to the second baseman. And the 2-2 pitch, that's in the dirt, ball 3. And he's coming out of the break. 80 pitches, 81 now with first pitch is, or first batter is working a full count. Goes back to, was it the 4th inning? Kang Bae Ko worked a full count and ended up getting a 12 pitch at bat. That is just going to be ball 4. And he's let the leadoff batter out of the break on base, and it's 82 pitches, and they've got him up, warming up in the old bullpen. Kim Jin-sung warming up in the bullpen for LG. If they cannot get 6 innings from ends, that is not going to be a good thing. Austin and Rojas having a little conversation over there. And that one is lifted center fielder over, under, and 1 away. First pitch popped up. And the two guys that are usually nothing but smiles are 0 for 5 on the day with 4 strikeouts and a flyout. Kang Bae Ko will step up. No fries? Still? All right, Kang Bae Ko 1 for 2 on the day, singled and scored a run back in his first at bat. He struck out on that 12 pitch at bat in his last one. Big swing and a miss there. I just had some grapes, if that makes you feel any better. One of my students brought some grapes. And the 0-1, that's misses, 1-1. Especially the seeds ones. Baking. I have an oven, but I had to plug my oven in the bathroom. Because otherwise, if I plug it in, it trips the breaker. And the 1-1 outside, it's 2-1. So I have to like put a TV stand and then put the oven on top of it and then run the cord into the bathroom. And then I can bake something if I really want to bake something. Well, as long as I'm not, showering while baking, then I think I'm all right. I haven't figured it. Like, it drives me nuts. Like, the microwave is fine, toaster's fine, microwave and toaster together are fine, but I cannot run the oven and yeah. But oh well. What can you say? It's Korea. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Kang Bae Ko sticks the bat out. That's blooped over the shortstop. Rojas is going to go first to third, and he slides in as they've got runners on the corner with 1 out, and Rojas is slow to get up after he also flopped in head first to third. Yeah, like my apartment is pretty new. It's a 10-year-old apartment. But for some reason, like, they did not really think like I have cable outlets and I have like internet outlets in every room. But apparently I cannot I can't bake in my kitchen. All right, that'll be it for ends. He's not able to get through 6, and we will have a pitching change for LG for the first time today, as this is not good. No, man, here we have the you know, whatever, the 240 or whatever. Like everything is, yeah. Kim Jin Sung comes in to replace Ins. There's like building codes are very relaxed here. I'm so surprised that half the stuff doesn't fall down. Yeah, I can plug my refrigerator into any line. I can plug my washing machine, dryer. I don't have a dryer. This is Korea. I have a metal rack that I dry everything on. So, all right, first pitching change for LG. Kim Jin Sung, 71 games, 70.1 innings, 3 wins, 3 losses, 27 holds, 1 save. 397 batting or 397 ERA, 61 strikeouts, 30 walks against KT's pitching 7 games, 7 innings, 386 ERA with 1 save, 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. The right-hander will step in, and I have to imagine so Moonsong Chol is batting here. Normally, OJ Il will start at first with a right-hander on the bat, and there's a bunt. Huh? Runner on first and third. A brand new pitcher. You hit a 2-run homer earlier, and you're bunting. I'm so confused. But the 1-0 pitch, that is ripped foul. How does the ball? Ooh, nice backhand by the ball boy. What a play by the ball boy. All right, the 1-1. Not going to be a 1-1 because he steps off the back of the mound. Looks like Moonsang Chol might have called time. 1 for 2 with a 2-run shot. Also a 6-3 ground out in his last at-bats. That's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And will end the inning as they have first and third with 1 out and 2 straight innings now. LG has gotten out of some trouble with the double play. That is big. Did you get your fries? I hope you got your fries at least. Yeah, I really hope you got your fries. $14 more minutes? That's like 14 minutes is how long it takes for me to order, get them, and eat here in Korea. Everything is about speed here. $40. All right, so we should be ready for the bottom of the 6th. Ends is lucky to get out of this game with only giving up those 3 runs. Wells Fargo doesn't charge you for using it as a meeting spot. Oh. Kim Min-soo stays out there. First pitch to Hong Chang-gi is in there for a strike. Ah. All right, it's Kim Min-soo. 6 pitches in that last inning. 1 pitch to Hong Chang-gi as a strike. Hong Chang-gi looks at strike 2 at the bottom of the zone, and it's quickly 0-2 to Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi lined out to the first baseman in his first at-bat, and then a 5-3 ground out in his second at-bat. And they go upstairs. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Just missed. Wow. He even clipped the top of the zone according to the the K zone on your screen. But the 1-2 pitch, and that's lined. Fair ball. Hong Chang-gi's gonna round first and cruise into seconds with a leadoff double. And here comes the LG Twins. It's gonna be huge that KT had runners in scoring position for 2 straight outs, but wasn't able to get that. Wasn't able to get it. Hong Chang-gi couldn't be held down all day with his 600 on-base percentage against KT. Gets himself a double. And Shin Min-jae will step in. He has a single and a stolen base as well with the 1 LG run. That misses, and it's 1-0. Very interesting strategy here by the guy that has never once seen a smile. Love that they're down 2 and they're going to bunt. All right, here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be bunted foul. Fantastic strategy. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, I mean, they got a runner on second. They're down 2 runs and they're bunting in the 6th inning. And here comes the 1-1, pulls the bat back, and that's in there for a strike. So instead of bunting, he's now 1-2 and wasted it. And good Lord. Wow. All-star management right there. And he's gonna blame the batter for not getting the bunt down. Not gonna take any blame whatsoever for having a stupid strategy like that. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Shin Min-jae. Up high, 2-2. Down 2. Second baseman in bat. 2-2 pitch. And a chopped foul. Let's check, see if the ball boy can make the play this time. And another backhand. So surprising. You got a lefty ball boy down the third base line. Very interesting play by the LG grounds crew to put a lefty down that line. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And misses upstairs. 3-2. Full count now. Runner on seconds with a leadoff double. They've missed the bunts. Then got a strike while pulling the bunt back. Now the count's 3-2 with a runner on seconds. Shinmin Jae already 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. And that misses outside. Ball 4. And now runners on first and second. Nobody out for the 3-4-5 hitters. You gotta imagine that he's probably done. Nope, he's not. Well, he's a righty. Austin is a righty, so might keep him in there to throw against the righties. Hope for a double play here, or I guess if you're KT, you could hope for a triple play. You've already got one of them this year. First walk of the day for LG or for KT, depending on how you look at it, I guess. But Austin, he singled with an RBI in his last at-bats, and looks at strike 1 on the big hook. Big at-bats here. Again, KT had runner on second with 1 out and hit into a double play. They had runners on first and third with 1 out and hit into a double play in the last 2 innings. They do not hit very well with runners in scoring position. The LG Twins, on the other hand, just crushed the go-ahead home run. Goodbye. Wow. All right, the 0-2 pitch. He just put one, and that's going to be a liner to Rojas. He grabs it. Hong Chang-gi is going to move over to third, so a productive out, but they keep the double play in order. But they've moved the second run 90 feet away. Productive outs are always fantastic. He's like, go, go, go. All right. Hey. Gonna have to think that Shinmin Jae is now gonna be on the move, as they've got themselves a mound visit. LG's coach wearing a nice a mask outside because yeah. Anyway, but here we go. Jang Sung-woo behind the plate, and again he has been the best way to say it, he has been a giant liability for KT. Shinmin Jae is gonna be running. He's gonna try to get out of this double play as Moonbo Kyung steps in. They do not want a double play here, so he is probably gonna be risking stealing a base. Jang Sung-woo is the worst in the KBO. So the one outside, ball 1. They set up outside, so he had a pretty clear throwing lane if he was going on that first pitch, but he set up so early that Shinmin Jae didn't even need to think about stealing. And checks over on Shinmin Jae as he slides back in. Warming up in the bullpen is looks like Son Dong-hyun and somebody else, Kim Min. All right, the 1-0 pitch fouled away. 1-1. Big, huge at bats right now. All right, the 1-1 pitch. Runners on the corner. He goes. The throw is not to anybody. There's literally nobody at second base, and now he's going to move over to third base. Good Lord, was that awful. As they score a run on the throw that goes into center field, was right over second base. That was a fantastic throw from the catcher, but nobody was at second base to catch it. You cannot put that on the catcher by any means. They definitely were not aware of what was going on, and he just cruised in, and now you've got the tying run 90 feet. 90 feet from home plate with that throw into center field. As that misses upstairs. The pitch was a strike though, so it's 2-2 now. They definitely missed a sign as something. All right, so the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. That's a huge strikeout there. As now there are 2 outs. And the lead is still intact, but good Lord. All right, that's going to bring up OG1. OG1 singled in his last at-bat. Chops that one foul, 0-1. So runner 90 feet away. The air on the catcher. Again, it's on the catcher, but it's definitely, there was a sign mix-up between what they were going to do on that run. As that is chopped, second baseman grabs it, throws, and 3 away. They get out of it, but they give up a run that they didn't need to give up. And we will go to the 7th inning. KT's up 3-2. Good Lord. Good Lord. He's pissed because that's the best throw he's made all season to second base, and there was nobody there to catch it. Yeah. Good Lordy. Best throw he has made all season long, ladies and gentlemen. Best throw he has made all season long. Yeah, that was really that series was pretty boring actually. The first game there was 4 runs scored, but they were all scored in the top of the first inning and nothing really after that. And then the Thursday game was 1-0. Super quick games, but here we go. Yeah, at least it was at least it wasn't just a absolute blowout or anything. The first pitch, Oh Yoon Suk fakes the bunt, pulls it back, but it's in there for a strike. Kim Jin Sung is still out there. Oh Yoon Suk steps in. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He lined out to the pitcher at his last at bat, but also grounded into an old 5-3 ground out. Looks at strike two on the outside. It's 0-2. Both teams have had chances to really kind of go up, but both teams have not been able to come through in the important spots here in the playoffs. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that's slapped foul. 1-2. Two double plays to end the last two innings with runners in scoring position. Hernandez warming up in the LG bullpen. And that's going to be a 6-3 ground out to start the seventh inning. One away. The LG Twins basically been using Hernandez out of the bullpen to end the season. He hasn't pitched well out of the, he really hasn't pitched well as a starter. So they decided to move him to the bullpen. He's been doing well. He did get one start. He lasted 5 pitches before he was ejected. And Wang Jae-gyun looks at ball one and 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in today's game. 2 strikeouts, and he's 0 for 9 in the in the playoffs this year. And he takes a hit by pitch. Well, I guess if you can't hit the ball, you might as well get hit by the ball and take your base. Welcome back. And that'll be it for Kim Jin-sung, maybe? I didn't see if the pitching coach had a baseball or not. He does not, so it's not going to be a change. Yeah, 2 o'clock games on the weekends now. So 2 o'clock game today and 2 o'clock game tomorrow. Song Hyung-jun warming up in the KT bullpen. Hernandez warming up in the LG bullpen. Yeah, I think a lot of people still think the KBO games start at 5 p.m. on Saturdays, but nope, they're 2 o'clock. All right, here comes the first pitch. Bae Jung-dae doubled and scored a run in his last at-bats, and they check over on Wang Jae-gyun. They just wanted to make sure that he was paying attention. All right. And that's in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, Bae Jung-dae doubled, scored a run on the Shin Mi-jun double, and that's right now the difference in the game. $79 hours. I love how it's not how many days. 79 hours. As that's upstairs, 1-1. They would love to put some runs, like I said in my preview video that's nobody watched. At LG's bullpen is not very good, and they gave up 13 runs in the last series to KT in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And 10th, as that is gonna just bounce foul. 1-2. Just misses. All right, 1-2 pitch. There is 1 out, though. Not 0 outs. 1 out. 1-2 pitch. Finally, 2 to 3 business days. And that's low. 2-2. All right, 2-2 pitch quickly turns around, and Wang Jae-gyun stumbles back over to first. Austin not even really holding him close. But anyway, no big deal. You don't listen to them. You're not a loser. All right. Once again, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and outside runs the count full. 3-2. I feel like I should play some full count music. And he swings at ball 4 as the runner was running, or yeah, the runner was running. Yeah, that's what happens. No. Yeah, some of these teams have so many copyrighted songs that I can't even use their music. So, as that's a swing and a miss, and that's gonna be out at second, and that is how you just completely blow any chance of scoring runs. Is you run with a guy that's not fast, and then you get thrown out after. So the last 3 innings, KT has had a runner on second, lined into a 6-4 double play. Then they had runners on first and third with 1 out and grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. And then right there, they had a runner on first, and they ended the inning with a strike him out, throw him out double play. Last 3 innings, all 3 ended via the double play. I talked about it's so bad because I talked about how LG runs into so many outs, and then here KT is doing it. I don't even know what McDonald's has in the States. Because, like, here, you get some cool stuff. Like a bulgogi egg burger or some, Shanghai chicken wrap. Or you can even get a Shanghai chicken mozzarella burger. Or, I guess, Shanghai chicken mozzarella sandwich is maybe what they would call it in the States. Get a Shanghai chicken wrap. You get what else? Quattro cheese. I know I'm probably making everybody super hungry. McCrispy sriracha mayo. Son Dong-hyun, 42 games, 47.1 innings, 1 win, 2 losses, 4 holds, 1 save, 5.32 ERA, 27 strikeouts, 21 walks. And Kim Hyun-soo will lead things off. And first pitch swinging, that's lifted into center field. Bae Jung-dae under it, and 1 away. Why is it not? I didn't mean to get rid of that. There we go. And another pitch that's bobbled by the third baseman, but the catcher's running, and that's 2 pitches and 2 outs. That's called efficiency, ladies and gentlemen. It's not quite as efficient as getting the win with a without throwing a pitch, because you picked somebody off or anything, but it's pretty close. All right, Park Min now steps in. He swings at the first pitch, and that is diving catch by Rojas. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful inning for a reliever. 3 pitches, 3 outs. Good Lord. This game is moving quick. 3 pitches, 3 outs. Rojas is the man of cool in the KBO. I can't remember what his nickname is. Something. Can't remember what it is. Man, this game is flying. Yeah, he needed to slide a little like that. It wasn't one of those that you see so often where they run and they catch it and then jump into the wall after they catch it. Yeah, he definitely had to slide or move something like that on that play, I would say. They'll show the replay. I don't think you're dumb at all. I think you have a ridiculous amounts of information. I think they'll show the replay here. All right. We got the top of the 8th. All right, Hernandez out on the mound now. 11 games, 47 innings, 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 hold, 1 save, 4.02 ERA, 55 strikeouts, 18 walks, 5 home runs given up, 2.33 batting average against, and a 1.21 WHIP. He will So Hernandez again pitching out of the bullpen instead of look at that. So you have the head of the KBO not even paying any attention to the game. I would be like, if I was the head of the KBO, first one, I would get you guys some English, an English broadcast rule. But if the game's going, the game is actually being played. Sorry, man, don't talk to me. I'm watching. And the 1-2, that's chopped fair. The throw in time. 1 away on the 5-3 groundouts as he fields it right at the line. Be interesting if they replay this. Oh, yeah. Definitely a fair ball. It is the commissioner, though. You would promote me to your job? Yeah, they are going to replay it. Video Pandoke. That's my Korean replay for you. Power Video Pandoke. Like, you can't see anything from these angles. I still have not figured out why leagues do not put cameras down the lines. Like, I just haven't figured it out. Like, it doesn't make any sense why, like, that is something that is very important, that you could just put a camera down the line and you would always have it. But again, what do I know? I'm just a guy trying to spread the KBO word. All right, so the first pitch to Kim Min-hyuk is really bad, and it's 1-0. He lined out into a 6-4 double play, and that is crushed. Going back is Hong Chang-gi, and he can't make the catch as it bounces off the wall. Kim Min-hyuk is gonna be running into third, and he is gonna be standing up at third, as Hong Chang-gi wasn't able to catch that. And now they've got a runner over on third. That's what I was talking about. Maybe if he might have had an inside the park home run if he didn't stand and watch it. Sparkle, that was like you fell down and you didn't get back up. Like, come on. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, you tried to make the catch, you weren't able to make the catch, but just to lay there on the ground is ridiculous. Rojas will step in now, trying to get some breathing room. It's because the LG fans weren't holding the rise up the sign, as that is fouled back and out of play. 0-2. Thank you. I try to be consistent, trying to not just wing it and throw things together. All right, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Rojas the infield is in, so any ground ball has a good chance to get out, but it doesn't matter when they throw it way up and in like that. How about a bunt? that would mess them up. All right, that misses way low. 2-2. The catchers, they've got it. Man, the amount of times that the catchers bang on the dirt to tell the pitcher to throw it down there, it's so obvious as a hitter that you know that the pitch is coming. You can look for it. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. That misses way inside, and now has run the count full. Rojas with a full count in his last at-bat and walked, but was erased on a 5-4-3 double play. He's now got a 3-2 count here. Hernandez struggles with command, which is why he struggled as a starter. And a swing and a miss there as he goes down on strikes on what would have been ball 4. And now you've got a runner over at third and 1 out. Or sorry, 2 outs. That time, what did he do? He didn't bang on the ground and Rojas swung at it. again, like, it's just simple things that I when I watch, and I watch so many games that I watch that stuff. Like the fact that they do these little league things that are not smart at all in terms of baseball is just mind-boggling. But Jang Sung-woo 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, a fly out to center, and it's 0-1, and they're going to go way upstairs. Missed badly, but he fouls that away, and it's 0-2. Yeah, and it was a great pitch by Hernandez, and the other thing is like, he threw that almost the same pitch 2 pitches before, but Rojas knew it was coming because Pak Dong-hwan is sitting there banging his glove on the dirt. Sets up way in the other batter's box, throws it way in the other batter's box, as Pak Dong-hwan was able to grab that and keep Kim Min-hyuk standing over there at third base. Again, the KBO way, you got a right-handed batter, you got a right-handed pitcher. It's 0-2, so you throw it way in the other batter's box. All right, they're going to go upstairs. Swing and a miss, and they leave another runner over on third base. A triple by Kim Min-hyuk, and they are not able to get him in. And the inability of KT to be able to get runners in when they've had them in all day is gonna come back and hurt them. Like, there's no way around it at all. Runners in scoring position, they are 1 for 5 on the day. As far as with runners on base, they are, let's see, 1, 2, 3 hits, 3 for 10. But the problem is they're not, when they have, they're moving them into scoring position, or they're moving them, first to third, but they've had those 3 inning double plays with runners in scoring position. Here they had a runner on third with 1 out, and Rojas strikes out, and then Jang Sung-woo strikes out, and I still haven't figured out why Jang Sung-woo is hitting that far up in the lineup. It has to be they want to go righty-lefty, or something, is the only thing I can really come up with, because it really just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But, whatever. I guess I'm not the coach, so I'll just sit here and broadcast instead. All right, so we should be ready coming back after this Shrixon commercial, and we are. Son Hyung-jun out on the mound now. 6 games, 8.1 innings, 3.24 ERA, 2 wins, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 home run given up, a 250 batting average against, and a .96 whip. Moon Sung-ju will lead things off and looks at strike 1. All right, the 0-1, that's going to be a chopper. Second baseman grabs it, the throw in time, 1 away. LG down to their last 5 outs now. Moon Sung-ju used to bat in the second spots when he was DHing. Now that he's playing outfield, he's batting up in the second spots. Hong Chang-gi looks at strike 1. He doubled and scored a run in his last at-bat. Did he? Yeah, he came around on the stolen base that wasn't a stolen base. Did they give him a stolen base on that? All right, the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. All right, he does not have any problems hitting with 2 strikes. So the 1-2 pitch chopped. Wang Jae-gyun grabs, throws, and 2 away. 4 outs left for LG to come back. Sparkle and Mary Kate are going to team up to get a cheerleader-only broadcast. All right, Shin Min Jae looks at ball 1. So I will. So Sparkle, there is one thing about this, and the reason why you see a lot of Hanwha cheerleaders is the 1-0 pitch to Shin Min Jae catches the top of the zone is 1-1. The reason why you see a lot of Hanwha cheerleaders on the broadcast is partly because Hanwha's camera people constantly have cameras on the cheerleaders. The 1-1 and just misses at the top of the zone. So like my season ticket is in the cheer section, so I always see the camera guys. And when I go to other stadiums, one of the things that I notice is on the big screen and stuff, the cheerleaders rarely ever come on the actual big screens, as that's misses, and now it's 3-1. They oftentimes, other stadiums, it's always the fans that are on the big screen. But for Hanwha, it's constantly the cheerleaders. And the main video feeds are able to take those video feeds also, as that catches the inside corner, runs the count full, as he has had second full count on the day for Shin Min Jae. All right, 3-2, 2 outs, number 2 up, and that's going to be a chopper back to the pitcher. He's going to have to hurry. The throw, not in time. He is a little speedy fella. Catcher probably should have been taking that as awful defensive positioning there by the first baseman. They actually passed a law or something, or NPB rule now about recording those the Japanese beer sellers, because apparently there was a lot of problems with those. But Austin Dean steps in. He had an RBI single, flew out to right in his last at bat, but that fly out to right was able to move Hong Chang-gi over to third base, who later scored on the attempted steal that was a steal. I have to think here that he is going to be going on one of the next 2 pitches. That one he doesn't go on, and now there's no point in going, as it's a 2-0 count. Austin versus Son Hyung-jun on his career, which Austin's only been in the league 2 years. He's 2 for 2. Does he go on this pitch? I would think no, with a 2-0 count. He does not, and that's in there for a strike. It might be going on this one now. The 2-1 pitch to Austin. 1 for 3 on the day, a single, a strikeout, a fly ball to right. Down to their last 4 outs. LG down 3-2 against KT. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. And the 6-4 putouts will end the 8th, and we'll go to the 9th. KT's up 3-2. And I will be right back. Oh, sorry. One thing I don't understand is why these some teams who have pretty good starters, why they don't have their get a foreign guy that's able to pitch out of the bullpen, pitch 2 games or 3 games a week, and pitch 2 or 3 innings a week, would make a lot of sense for some of these teams, like LG, who has some pretty good starters. But I said some of the greatest commentary of all time, but apparently I was just muted. As that's misses inside 1-2. Hernandez, 3 strikeouts so far today, 26 pitches, 27th pitch coming up to Oh Yoon Suk, who's 0 for 3 with a 5-3 ground out, a 6-3 ground out, and a liner back to ends. And that's popped up. Second baseman under it, Hong Chang-gi calls him off, and that's 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. KT up 3-2. LG down to their final 3 outs, unless they can score a run. What's his name? Son Young Jong? What is it? Sonju Young. Sonju Young started 27 games for them this season at a 3.80 ERA. So they'll have him start 1 game. Im Chang-gyu will start another one. He's 24 starts, 3.83 ERA. And then, yeah, you really only need 4 starters. Ends will start the next game, so... Chaewon Tae has started. He's 4.26 ERA. Hasn't pitched terribly well. But KT's got Go Young Pyo, Jang-baek. Why can I suddenly not remember his name? Sang-baek. And then obviously Cuevas and Wes Benjamin. So they have their 4 starters. LG has their 4 starters. But again, LG's bullpen is not good. So it's been much better with Hernandez pitching out of the bullpen, and that's something that's obviously in the KBO, and especially in the postseason, bullpens are so important. But KT's gonna have their closer out there now. Park Young Hyun, 2 games so far this postseason. He's got himself 1 save. But more than that is as Moon Bo-kyung swings and misses there, 0-1. He's pitched in all 3 games. I'm considering the SSG game a postseason game, as if they lose, they're done. They win, they're in. He pitched in that game, got the win. Pitched in the last game, got the save against Doosan. Pitched in 3 straight games, but had a day off yesterday. So he's at least had some time to, I want to say rest his arm, but I don't even feel like he really had time to rest his arm, as he's right back out there once again. He's ahead 0-2 to Moon Bo-kyung, who's 0 for 3 on the day. And that misses 1-2. All magic as he sticks the bat out. Bae Jung-dae over, under, and 1 away. 2 outs remaining for LG as the Doosan Bears fan is hanging out in the KT section, cheering on KT. Is, I assume most Doosan Bears fans do not like LG Twins fans. Kind of goes both ways, I guess. OG Wan steps in. He's 1 for 3 with a single, a stolen base, and 2 groundouts, and looks at strike 1 at the bottom of the zone. 152 on the gun. And the 0-1 pitch misses 1-1. Versus Park Young-hyun in his career, he's 4 for 6 with a home run, but 1 for 3, like I said today, 2 for 3 ground outs to the second baseman, and then the single and stolen base, but wasn't able to come around, and that's ball 2 up high, 2-1. Park Young-hyun has been able to pitch well in so far what the postseason, but he does allow some runners on base. 2-1 misses upstairs, 3-1, and that first strike to OG1 barely caught the top of the zone. That, you know, if this was last year, that would have been 4 straight pitches and 4 straight balls, but the ABS system called that first one a strike. The 3-1 pitch misses low, ball 4, and the tying run is now on base with 1 stolen base so far today, but that's, I have to think that's, are they going to pinch run here? Yep, they will pinch run here. As again, you have a really bad catcher. Oh, Kim Hyun-soo. Kim Hyun-soo steps on in. Are they gonna? They're gonna pitch outside on the first pitch. Comes back across the plate to make it an 0-1 pitch. Yeah, so Kim Dae-won, 2 stolen bases in 3 attempts on the season. And he's going to be going on this pitch. No, it's 0-2. They're trying to give him time to run. He's got to go on this pitch now. He's got to go on this pitch now. Kim Hyun-soo is not a guy that strikes out that much. He's 0 for 3 today with 2 ground outs to the pitcher and then a fly out to center, but he's got to go on this pitch. He puts that center fielder over and under it, and he doesn't even try to throw him out at first, but he was running back anyway, and now it's 0-2. And LG down to their final outs. Park Dong-won, the big tuna, Mr. Full Swing, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a 5-3 groundouts. That catches the outside corner, 0-1. Last year in the second game of the Korean series, he hit a bottom of the 8th, 2-run shot to put LG ahead. Here comes. He goes out. Beautiful throw. That was the best throw of his entire career, his entire life. And good Lord, what a throw. They're gonna replay it, but I mean, that was the best throw he has ever made in his entire life, and he knows it. The LG manager is even worse as far as smiles go. Like, that was a perfect throw right in front of the bag. And that'll end the game. And yeah, what a throw. All right. Well, those of you that Well, you'll have a chance to get it back tomorrow. Those of you that watched my preview video will notice I wasn't correct on my prediction, but I was correct on my prediction. I said that if they took the time to look at NC's pitcher and what he did so Go Young Pyo could keep it close, and LG would run themselves out of the game, KT could win. And that is exactly what happened. Go Young Pyo was able to keep the game close in the beginning, and LG ran themselves out of the game, and KT won. So, you gotta, again, you got a catcher who offensively had 3 strikeouts. He went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, had runners on base so many times. But KT was able to get the win. Go Young Pyo pitched really well. Again, he is not only started today, but he's also pitched in the play-in game against SSG. And then he also pitched in relief against Doosan. So the fact that he was able to come in and pitch 4 innings, he gave up the 1 unearned run, or he gave up the 1 run, was a huge thing for KT, being able to get him to get a win. That's gonna, obviously the winner of game 1 in this round of the playoffs, I believe, advances like something like 86% of the time. This is a 3-game series, so 2 more wins is all they need. But the winner of the first game, it wins the series. Something like 86, 88% of the time. I can't remember the exact numbers, but it is a massive amount of times. So KT is in the driver's seat now. A big win against SSG to be able to make it into the playoffs after 2 come from behind wins against Kium to force the playoff. Then the 2 wins against Doosan, and now a win against LG was able to put KT in the driver's seats. Moon Song Chol with the big 2-run shots. Later they added 1 run. Shim Yu Jun with the RBI double was able to give them the 3 runs they needed. Errors from the catcher, but that was definitely a missed sign. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed your fries. I will see you tomorrow, sir. But thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. I will get to work on the next video for tomorrow's game once they announce the starters. Thank you guys very much. Yeah, so KT takes the big 1-0 lead in the best of 5 series. Tomorrow's game also at 2 o'clock, so do not worry, ladies and gentlemen. You will not be stuck up late into the night in order to watch the game. I will be here doing the broadcast just like always. So KT with the 3-2 win. That's 4 straight playoff wins for KT, and I will see you guys next time. Until then.